it's me, Athena. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Athena Beth Black, and for the last 10 years, I have been studying and practicing various forms of Wicca, witchcraft, paganism, and the like. On this channel, we talk about how we can bring magic into the mundane and enchant our everyday world. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, stick around. Now, don't freak out. Hopefully you guys did not check your watch and your calendar and say, but wait, you put out a video yesterday. I know, right? Well, it's because this one is a timely video. At the time of this recording, it's Saturday, November 14th, and tomorrow is a new moon. The new moon actually will rise at 12:07 a.m. So for this day of magic, I want to offer a little spell you could try. It almost feels more like a ritual to me because when I'm on the ball, I will do this every month when the new moon starts. It can get a little tricky as to timing because the goal is to actually perform the spell as the new moon is rising. It is an abundance spell. Now remember, abundance doesn't have to mean money. It could. It could also mean an abundance of joy, of love, of comfort, of friends, of growth. I mean, in my case, it's hair. I've got an abundance of tangles. Do you see that? But it's okay. We're not going to talk about that. It's whatever abundance means to you. Here's all you'll need for the spell. A piece of paper. You could go different ways with this. I choose yellow paper because yellow corresponds with your solar plexus and that chakra, which is yellow. That is your joy chakra. And honestly, that's what I'm usually wanting. That is usually what I'm trying to manifest, is not more stuff, not more money. What I usually want is an abundance of gratitude to feel and to remember all that I have. I don't need anything. I really don't. There's some things I would love and I would want, but I don't need anything. What I usually hope for and focus on during this abundance spell is just more gratitude. So on the paper, yellow if you have it, you can either draw out or you can find online a template of a blank check. All right, I will show you what mine looks like. It's a little lame, but it works. So if you can see that, this is what it looks like. Somewhere along the way, I found this template. It printed 3 or 4, and I just cut them up. This is actually the last one I have, so I need to print out some more before I run out. And what you do is you sit down with your yellow or any color paper, your pen, and you write your spell. You write on the blank check what you're bringing to yourself. So I'm not going to show you this other one that I have because it has all my information. And what I mean by that is when it says paid to the order of or the order to, I write Athena Beth Black. I also write my actual muggle name, including maiden name and both married names, because I've been there, done that twice. I make sure there is no confusion from the universe who this is for. That it is for me. And I'm going to read what I've written in previous times. Pay to the order of my whole entire name. Instead of dollars, because I don't care about the dollars, I wrote infinite abundance, love, and joy. You also want to write underneath it, paid in full, because I'm going to be honest, this spell is a law of attraction spell, which I don't know if you've ever noticed. The law of attraction is basically spellcraft. It blew my mind when I realized that, and I was like, are y'all aware when you're reading The Secret and when you're thinking about the secret and you're trying to bring something to you, are you aware that you're doing witchcraft? Are you cool with that? I love it. I think it's amazing. So you're writing your check. It's to you, paid in full. And down at the bottom where the signature is, you write Law of Abundance. You could say law of attraction, law of abundance, whatever you want. I also, because I like to put my witch's stank on everything, I also write so mote it be, because for me, when I say so mote it be, that is the end of your spell. You know, that is sort of like in a prayer saying amen, but it's a little more. It's like so mote it be, bam, right? That's when the magic happens. Over here where it says for, like what it is, I've written abundance, love, health, joy. Those are the things I always want an abundance of. I write them in different orders. It just depends. I think in the time of quarantine and in the time of a pandemic, my first priority would be health. But then love, you know, continued connection, new connections if possible. So after you have completely filled it out, what you do next is kind of up to you. I will tell you what I have done. You can probably see by the back of this one, these little oily spots. That's because I anoint things with oil. To me, I don't burn these because I like to hold on to them and put them in a certain spot. But you honestly, I think I could burn them, right? I could burn them because in my opinion, when you burn something, it does send it up and out. But for whatever reason, I've always wanted to hold on to these. Who knows? Maybe I'll shake it up and see if there's any difference in the future. However you want to send it out there, here are some ideas. And here are some suggestions. You can do as I do. I anoint it. I put it on my altar, usually for the month. I will put it underneath a crystal grid. I'm thinking about this month, I'm going to put this thing into action. I've shown it to you before. It's still got the little plastic thing on it, which lets you know I haven't used it. I will use the 4 different little candles and put it under there. Probably put a manifesting crystal on top of it. I have a few that, you know, come up into like a triangular shape to send it up into the atmosphere and into the universe. You say thank you. And you allow yourself to feel it as if it is already here, because that is the secret to most spells and to law of attraction. If you're into that, but you're not into witchery and sorcery, I'll probably put a video out on this, but honestly, the secret ingredient in my world, the only ingredient you need for making something happen, honestly, is your intention, your focus, your vibe, bringing it up, feeling, like creating the emotions in your body of how you will feel when it manifests. You have to feel it now, right? If you read or watched The Secret, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. I didn't get this from The Secret, but it does tie in very neatly. I do also want to give credit to where I came up with this. It's not my doing. There is a lady who wrote a book. Her name is Marianne Winkowski. I love her. One of my favorite books of all time was written by her, and it's called When Ghosts Speak, and it changed everything for me. From, I wonder if ghosts are real, I wonder if there is an afterlife, to I don't have any doubt anymore. I 100% believe it. I don't think there's any shred left in me that's like, well, maybe. No, I really do believe that there is life after life. I don't know what it's going to look like, and I always wonder, why don't I remember it from the past because I also believe in reincarnation, but that's, again, a video for another day. Marianne Winkowski has created a YouTube channel within the last year or so. She puts out a video, I believe, every Wednesday. She cracks me up. There's interviews I've listened to her over the years. I really like some of the interviews where she talks about spirits and ghosts because she can see them, and she has been able to since a young age. She is not witchy, but she's another example of someone who could make an excellent witch. I think she's Catholic. I'm pretty sure she's Catholic and has grown up in that and would consider herself Christian and not consider any of this as witchcraft. But she also was born with an ability to see spirits and talk to spirits. Did you guys ever hear of or watch that show with Jennifer Love Hewitt in it called The Ghost Whisperer? I loved that show. Marianne Winkowski was the inspiration for that. And for at least the first year or so, she helped in creating it. But she said she had to let that go after a while because it pissed her off too much, because they would show her a script and ask her to kind of preview it and look through it. And she would be like a teacher with a red pen saying, no, this doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like this. And after a while they said, honey, it's not your life story. It's actually just a show for entertainment purposes. And she's like, yeah, but it's wrong. Someone suggested to her, well, maybe you should write about what it's really like. And she said, I will. And that became When Ghosts Speak. She's the one who I learned this from. I don't remember if she is the one who said to do it on yellow paper or if I came up with that, but whatever it is, everything I've shared with you is what she has shared. I've added a little bit to it, like, again, the oil and the candles and the mode it be and all that. But anyway, I don't want to take credit for something that is not mine. Check out Marianne Winkowski, by the way. I will link her most recent video below, and you will see she's talking about this month, tomorrow. I'm in the Eastern Standard Time of the United States. And so in my time, it will be 12:07 a.m. that the new moon is up, and that I'll be doing this. I'll probably set my alarm because I'm old and I go to bed earlier these days. And I have a big day tomorrow. I can't tell you about it, but I'm excited. Sorry, I woke up my quiet puppy for once. He was being quiet, but then that my dog whistle voice moment, he was quite alarmed. It's okay, I promise. Yeah, I have a big exciting day tomorrow, but I will probably set my alarm. I will be ready. I'll write this out and do my bibbidi bobbidi boo and go back to bed. Anyway, let me know if you try it. I would recommend don't tell me how it goes, because I'm also of the belief that if you talk about anything you've done as far as spell work or something you're working on, if you talk about it, it kind of fizzles and it won't happen. So don't jinx it. Okay? The jinxes are real, and they like to make a fool out of you, right? Oh, and one last thing before we go. Before I say goodbye. I have forgotten to mention this. I want to try to remember to start mentioning this in all my videos, but there's always a link below for my second channel, my recovery channel called Wicked Recovery, which was inspired by Peter Mon and Peter Mon's channel, Peterisms, and especially by Paul Churchill of Wicked Recovery podcast. Whether or not you deal with recovery issues, check it out. Give it a listen. I've been starting a new series, but it's really going to be ongoing. And every Sunday, I will post a video of a thought for the week, kind of a meditation, something that you can keep in mind as you go through your days. And I'd love to have you there. And I have a Patreon link below if you're interested in checking out. There's about 150 videos over there that are not here. I do apologize to any of you who already are my patrons. I have sucked and haven't put out anything lately because I've been so busy here doing this, but I promise I will get back to it. And actually, maybe I can be a little more consistent over there now that I'm starting to get into more of a habit of recording. Hi, I woke you up. I'm so sorry. He's so cute. All right. Anyway, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. We'll see you next time. Peace.